Oh, tired today. Tired every day. But parents amongst you parents amongst you will know. I've done that thing where you get a whole night of good sleep, and it's done me in. I'm more tired than normal. Ooh, that's tight. Ooh, that's tight. But we'll leave it. One person, good morning. Quick live stream, then the food shop. Then, I don't know what the plan is today. Hey, Mr. Gumballs. Sorry for being on your live stream. I'm supposed to be actually filming a proper video now because it's the best time to do it this week, but procrastination is king. I put the pro in procrastinate. Well, get my joke water. That's right. Joke bottle of water. So you may have seen, but YouTube now does a AI generated summary of the videos. Like, these gloves are small. You wouldn't get it. It's small and tight. Yeah, YouTube does the AI generated summary of videos. You've seen that? My last live one that I posted yesterday. Weirdly accurate. Don't like it. Going on about how we covered current affairs of MMA and boxing. Stingling, how are we? Some other things that we obviously talked about. You know, saying blah blah blah, and finish with expert coaching. So AI thinks I'm an expert. So I'm going to retire from YouTube because I've done it. I've completed it. Google AI thinks I'm an expert coach. What more could you want in life? So this is my last ever live stream till the next one. Okay? Oh, I need to make all that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Plug me in. Plug me in and watch me go. They'll definitely, when it's time to be made into batteries, I'll be the first to go because I hate it all. I regularly tell my phone, do you want to switch on the AI? Fuck off. So that was turning it all off. So now, the summary of this one's going to be like, miserable middle-aged man hates AI and will be soon fed to the algorithm. Physically fed. Arrested by the AI police bots. How are we? That's a thumbs up from a very small flag. Is it turkey? Can't quite tell. That's my level of geography on display. If it's not in Kidderminster, I don't know where it is. I don't know what that means. Help heroes haplessly. Triple H. Hunter Hearst Helmsley. That's the real Triple H. And I'm not talking about anything after 2001 wrestling because it's all pants. I'm talking about the real deal. I'm talking 1996 to 97, 2001. That was wrestling. Stop leading with the jab. Leading with your jab. Stop leading with your jab. Lead, you mean lead with the hips. I don't know what you mean. Now that could be ha 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 ha, or it could be kiss. Oh, check it. There's your jab. I will lead with my jab forever. Because I got a better jab than your dad. Or your mum. Or both. Oh, pardon me. You are on the wrong location. Go to Universal Studios and make a movie better. I have no idea what you're on about. I could pay £50 a month instead of 45. What do you mean by you want to pay me £50 instead of £45? No, in the bag. I'm trying to hit the bag without looking. Not using the hips while throwing a jab. Yeah. It's the jab is in the rear foot, so this is what you're on about. Okay. But a power jab it's useful, it's a good punch to have. Got a power jab for Altman. Really my power jab would be I'd square up a bit more or I'd slip left and fire from there, right? The jab is the gateway to open up everything else. So I want to hit people with as many jabs as possible. And if I'm doing this all the time, bang, 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 that's super predictable. And if that's the only jab you've got. So I want this jab, I want this jab. Okay, here's my power jab from there. Doubles, proper doubles. footwork, no footwork. Okay? This is the distraction. Look at the birdie, look at the birdie. Opens up everything else. That's why the power in your jab. It's not hitting hard. It's it being varied, different hand positions, all the things in between your jabs. So, yeah, for a power jab at the hips. The other thing people do that I hate. And it's, oh, why are you twisting the front foot? Terrible. Don't do that. Just use them hips. Yeah. So then, so here, there's a push and a rotation through the torso. And deceptive. I've sparred with some good pros, some good amateurs. Lots of them are surprised with my jab. It's the one thing I am supremely confident in my boxing. It stops your range. Russia is now Ukraine. Okay. I'm the best boxer ever born, never trained, still beat. Okay. Yeah, so twisting that foot. I'm just going to roll my ankle. Okay? But just leaving my foot in my stance. Some people like a 12 o'clock, if I'm thinking of a clock on the floor. Some people like 12, some people like 1. I'm a 1 o'clock man. I let my foot point to 1 o'clock so I can move in and move out all the time, okay? If I suddenly start turning, my body, look at my arse, why is it sticking out like that? Okay? I'm just shortening range, I'm shortening all possibilities. Really, I've sacrificed my stance. I can't do anything from here before I bring the foot back. And you have split seconds to react, even at a mediocre level of boxing. You have like regional. So like a Midland area champion is fast as fuck, right? I'm in the Midlands. Faster than me, faster than you, faster than us. If I'm taking that split second to hit and come back, that's too slow. I need to slip, I need to move, I need footwork, I've got to retract and then come back. I'm just going to keep my foot where it is. Okay, here. I can step around with my jab. Okay? Okay? But I can't do that because I keep moving this foot. Okay, same with the hook. What are we saying, people? You don't know what you... Oh, I've missed all that. I don't like pendulum steps. Idiot! Who, me? Show us an uppercut. I can show you an uppercut. Right, but what... When you lean back. Right, but what you did, that step where you lean back and went 90 degree on your front foot. I don't know what step you're on about. Oi, oi, how are we? Knock my block off. Memes. Punch you in the tummy and then knock his fucking block off. Yeah, I don't know what step you're on about. Whether you're on about pivots or a back step. Not sure. I need more specific vernacular, please. That's the thing. All the power in your punch comes from the opposite shoulder, no matter what the punch is. So yeah, I want to twist my hips a bit, but again, a good jab and a great jab, the differences are very, very subtle, but they make a massive change on the bigger picture. So, if I'm always using my hip, that's a very big body tell. But if I think of my right shoulder coming away, that's all you need. Still fast, I can still move. So I'm powering my cross in my left shoulder, away from the bag, fast. Push through the floor, pull it away. Push through the floor, pull it away. push through the floor, flip away. Power in my hook, right shoulder, pull it away from the bag, whether it's there after a cross setup, flip away. Push in the left foot, pull in the right shoulder. Okay? Whether it's there or even a quick subtle one. How are we? A quick subtle one. It's in the right shoulder. Okay. Body. So he's right, using your hips. It is. You need to use your hips for all your punching power, but you don't necessarily need it on the jab. You want it a bit. You want it still coming from the legs. I've missed some. I'm new, am I? I don't know. I'm a nerd. Not supposed to. I'm just nerd. I missed what you said. Show me a proper technique for how to throw an uppercut. Damn it! We teach me any 5 best combo. What are the fundamentals of striking? An uppercut technique. So for your uppercut, I like your belligerence. I'm a fan of being a belligerent person. So, because you said, God damn it, I will do it for you. I like to teach it. That's the thing I see. I'm going to assume that we're either hobbyists, totally fine, or beginners, right? The big thing I see with uppercuts is people go down, and I don't know why, as they fire a punch up. So all your body weight's coming down, apart from the measly 2 kilos of your arm, if your arms are anything like mine, skinny and weedy. Whereas, it's the same as the cross. I'm going to drive my hip into the punch. So with a cross, I am driving my hip, I'm pushing into the floor, I'm ripping the left shoulder back, and I'm bang, straight down the middle. Okay? The uppercut's the same, just the trajectory of the punch comes up. So I am pushing through the floor, I'm ripping the left shoulder back. Obviously it's hard to do on a flat bag because you just slide off on it yourself. But I am bang, snapping that punch up. Not bowling a ball, depends how they're reacting. If I double jab and they're doing this, I might up the middle, a nice hard one. But again, it's not the power, it's hitting people when they don't see it. That's how you knock people out. So if I can get the bag moving backwards, right, I'm creating a shelf there to hit with an uppercut, a long range one. So I'm going to do everything I just said, push through the floor, and there's an uppercut. Okay, and again, all comes from the legs and the hips. God damn it. You are strong, and now I'm not that strong. Peace, Alberto Caballero, how are we? So tough, I am tough. How to move off the centre line. Now, are we talking whilst punching or just in general? Because if we're moving off the centre line whilst punching, the easiest way of explaining it, I'm jabbing and my head's down the middle. I can jab and slip, punch comes in the same direction. Not down here, okay? I can cross, come down the middle, cross, coming down the middle, heads off the centre line, okay? I can jab, cross, which is dangerous because you're coming back into the centre line, or I can jab, cross, Lennox Lewis style, which is great. I can jab, cross, hook. I can jab, cross, hook. So that's a way of doing it while you're punching. Again, uppercut, body. I use overhands. I like to body, basic setup in the world, body jab, overhand right. I don't do leg kicks anymore. I do use Philly shell, absolutely. Everyone gets the Philly shell wrong. This is the perfect opportunity to show you, with this camera angle, how people get the Philly shell wrong. They're here, they're doing all the good stuff, catching, doing it, and I do this. There's my Philly shell. What's wrong with that? My head is wide open. A straight punch is going to get me behind the ear. The Philly shell isn't just a twist of your lead shoulder. It is a twist and lean. And I lift the shoulder, lean back, and I lean slightly over, canted to the right. Okay, here. That is a much harder punch to land for them. They've got to kind of come over the shoulder and hit, which is a bit crap. Oftentimes it'll glance off the shoulder and glance off the top of your head. Or even better, get my elbow involved. James Toney style. I love James Toney's Philly shell. But in my opinion, that's the best one. Such beautiful technique, god damn it. The posting. Morning all, how are we? Good morning, good morning. So yeah, I like to finish out. I like to do it again. I'm a huge James Toney fan. I like to go on the ropes, finish out. Here's the other thing. So that's the part everyone likes, right? But if I'm fighting an orthodox fighter, everything they do with their left hand, jab, hook, cross, jab, cross, hook, cross, body. People get really predictable. Right hand cross after. Okay. It's my favourite and probably how I predominantly use my finish hell on the ropes. Just baiting them in. Can I beat a bodybuilder? Absolutely can. Position the pivot on the left from the jab. Position? I've lost it. Do you teach MMA? No. I'm about 260. Yes, I could. If you're 265. If you don't fight, yes, I could. Yeah. You'd still be strong, obviously. And you probably throw a nice body weight punch, but body weight isn't necessarily power, and I'd be fitter than you for fighting. Like a high guard, leaning forwards, in close, then pop, lean back. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, mate, don't apologise. Maidana beat the Philly shout. Yes, Maidana's a monster. I'm about 265 and fat, you couldn't beat me. I'm like Andy Ruiz, just fatter. Can you beat two guys alone? Depends on them. Again, if people aren't trained, yes. You will be surprised how much you think you know about fighting until you come and actually fight. How can I tell if my gym crush likes me? Wait a minute, what's your name? The mixed martial artist. Oh, that might be that might be the best name on YouTube. Oh, that's a little bit of me, mixed martial artist. To tell if your gym crush likes you, you've got to hit him in the face as hard as possible. Okay. And then if they blow you a kiss after you've done it, you're in. What do you think about Andy Ruiz's boxing style though? Andy Ruiz is a monster. He was very, very good. I think because he looks... because he was fighting Joshua, Anthony Joshua had, where he really came to prominence, big mass appeal. I can't remember who he was supposed to fight before, and it all fell through. Andrew Ruiz was a late replacement. He looks like the little boy from Up. But those who were boxing fans knew, like, he is sharp, fast, and scary. He's a man whose boxing skill is incredible, but his work ethic for fitness is probably not really there, which is fine because it's boxing that wins a fight. And for boxing, he was fit. So I think everybody slept on him, including Anthony Joshua, and he came in there and he was sharp, fast and angry, and hungry. Hungry because he wanted to win the World Championship so he could buy his family a house. Because then after that he famously got lazy. And yeah, I think everyone slept on him because he doesn't look like a boxer. But muscles do not win you fights. Yeah, he's incredible. He is a really fluid boxer. I've just missed all those clients. Protect your chin. I haven't even punched anything yet. I was just talking. I don't need to protect my chin if it's never there to get hit either. I kept saying left, but I mean front foot. Gerald Baby Miller or whatever his name is. They're all on steroids. They're all on steroids. Don't be fooled, my friend. They're all on some performance enhancer. That's how you get to the pinnacle. Every single sport ever. Well, they should just legalise it for sports or for athletes. Just legalise steroids, fuck it. Then everyone knows where they're at. That's a good thing about Pride. If any of you are a Pride FC fan, Pride would say in their contracts, we do not test for steroids, so they're all on gear. We had arguably the most exciting MMA promotion at the time, of the time. Great film to watch, Icarus. I believe it's probably still on Netflix. Talk about right place, right time. A guy making a documentary about the Tour de France wants to try the amateur Tour de France off and on drugs. Someone puts me in touch with a Russian coach. Turns out he's the Olympic strength and conditioning coach for the Russian Olympic team. Right when they get busted for steroid use. And it turns into an unbelievably fascinating documentary, all about drugs and how prevalent it is in all sports, everywhere, and how they trick the system. Yeah, Jackson was, Rampage was a naughty, naughty man. Hagler versus Triple G, yeah, I'm going to go Hagler just because he's old school, man. Pivots around the bag, creating angles from slips and stuff, we can do that. Yeah, Icarus is amazing. How to cross the centre line during a fight. Any practical advice for creating angles, slipping, pivoting around the back? Yeah. First off, you don't want to overthink about angles, pivots, blah, 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 blah. First thing you want to get used to as a new person, and I still class 5 years is still a new boxer. Right? You've been doing it for 5 years, you're still a new boxer. So we're here, and we're hitting the bag. Everybody does this. Great, wicked punch selection, good for you. You are standing still, okay? First thing you want to do, hit and move. Hit and move. Hit and move. Whether it is a back step or a couple, stepping left, stepping right. Those 3 basic steps will sort you out. They'll save you a lot of damage. Watch Roberto Duran spar, right? And his jab defense. He would do rounds of just defending the jab, literally stepping to the right with a catch, moving up, step, and that's it. Doesn't stand still. Too many people stand still. The thing about pivots and all the fancy stuff, they are always slower than your basic steps. So this is way faster than anything else, as is this, as is this. Okay, they are your 3 fastest ways of getting off the centre line. But when you need to add some more sauce, my favourite ones, here, as you step left, slip. Okay, number 1. As you step right, slip. Okay, as you step back, pull. Now, change it to a roll. As you step left, roll. As you step right, roll. Back step, keep the same. Okay? Now we're going to talk about pivots. And we're going to go lead leg pivots, step pivots. Right? To pivot out. Again, it seems like every live stream we cover this, this is essential stuff, fundamental knowledge. I need to pivot out of my stance. My dick faces in my stance, my arse faces out of my stance, right? So I'm hitting, I'm going to pivot out. Their right hand is this side of the bag. This is their jab side, this is their cross. If I pivot close to their right hand, I'm getting dropped. They're just going to do this. And I'm going down, and I'm increasing the power. So I need to pivot away from the right hand. I'm going to take my foot 90 degrees from its starting position, the lead foot, and I've created space. I'm out. I've pivoted out and away. Pivot. Nice and safe, nice and easy, right? Back, back, pivot out. Now to do an in, Lomachenko style. Works especially well against opposite stances. So he always ended up behind people because he's southpaw. I'm going to take my lead foot. This is where the comments are going to explode saying, never cross your feet. When you're learning boxing, yeah, never cross your feet. When you have a somewhat firm grasp of the fundamentals, break the rules all the time. So here, I'm going to cross my feet. I'm going to take my left foot 45 degrees, normally outside their lead foot, their left foot. Here, I'm going to duck my head so it's off the centre line, spin to face. Again, I'm hitting, pivot in. Very good around the jab or straight punches, or if they're stuck here, hit, 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 hit. They can't see you, hit, 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 hit. Okay, that's how you pivot off the centre line. That is a step pivot out, a step pivot in. Okay? Trouble with those is everyone likes the way they feel because they make you feel like a ninja, especially when you do them properly. So you do them all the time. But if you pivot around nothing and they're just watching you, they can follow you and hit you. It has to be used. Used. Don't just do drills. Ha ha ha, pivot out. Ha ha ha, pivot in. No, you've got to use them. Don't just move your feet. Use your feet. Okay? Okay, firing single jabs, single jab. Single jab. Right, I'm going to lean forward to bait in that jab. I'm going to be light on my feet as that jab comes, pivoting around it. Bang. Stuff like that. Everyone just goes pivot crazy when they first learn it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you very much. John Fury bites Mike Tyson's ear off in a fight. You probably would. I'm about 15 years, but I'm lazy, so not solid. Yeah, don't worry. Keep working. Legit, thank you. What is shadow boxing? Right. The best way to develop your skills, that is shadow boxing. So this is all fun. The trouble with hitting the bag, if you're new, it's very exciting. You like the way it feels because it's got that pop. Yeah? What other works on there? Probably nothing. I'm just hitting the bag for a laugh, which is still an essential part of your training, the play side of it. You need rounds where you just play. But my jab is crap. I can't jab and move. So I'm going to shadow box. I'm going to do a round of footwork. Again, going back to real strict fundamentals. I'm never going to cross my feet. I'm going to keep them equidistant apart after I've stepped. Okay? This foot moves 4 inches, this foot moves 4 inches. One, forwards, backwards, left, right. I'm going to move around with that in mind. So I'm going right, back, forwards, forwards, left, back, right, right. Okay? I'm going to get a good grasp of that 2-3 rounds of doing that. Then I'm going to add a jab whenever I want. Forwards. Okay? Right. Backwards. Backwards. Left. Then I'm going to add jabs on the steps as the first foot touches the floor. Forwards. Right. Forwards. Left. Backwards. Suddenly my jab is being developed with my footwork. You only need to do it that fast. Slow, repetitious, boring. In time, in no time at all, you will be jabbing and moving. Okay? My vids are all on this page. I've got loads of vids. I've got loads of shadow boxing videos. I've got loads of punch power. I've got loads. Check them out. How long? I've been doing it for 22 years, and thank you very much. Well, combat sports for 22 years, boxing for most of that. Bit of kickboxing, bit of kung fu. I used to kickbox as an amateur for England. I wanted to do amateurs for boxing, and the gym I was with never got around to getting their amateur license. I never went elsewhere to do it. Then I got a real big boy job, which scuppered all my training. The fights I was having, white collar fights, I was losing fights I should have been winning, so I just stopped competing. I've been training for coaching for 12 or 13 years. And 7 or 8 of those, I can't remember now, 7 or 8 of those full time. This is my gym that I own and run. And again, don't do what I'm doing now. This is for me just having a laugh on the bag. I'm not learning anything, I'm just boxing. If you want to get good and you get good fast, put some structure in place. I've got loads of videos on how you can do it, how to actually work within a rigid structure. It is boring. Getting good at anything is not sexy, it is boring. Instagram will show you all this sexy stuff. Instagram is full of useless stuff, and YouTube and spinning on the weight plate, using the rigidity ladder, all that crap, putting a ball on your head, and none of that works. Coaches that are doing unbelievable pad work routines, don't need it. It's just boring, fundamental, absolutely mundane, but you've got to love the mundane stuff. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent just jabbing and moving on a bag. Just shadow boxing. Just shadow boxing the jab, cross, catch, cover, jab, cross, catch, cover, jab, 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 cross, cover, catch. Can't tell you how many hours I've done just those 4 moves. That's the difference. Thank you. Jab, jab, hook. Now we're talking jab, jab, right hook. We're talking my favourite jab, jab, left. So, there's jab, jab, right hook. Not a punch I use very often. Okay. Or, my favourite, which I do use. And again. And again. And I like that one because it sets up your right hand. I have not been to the Isle of Wight. Any exercise to improve footwork during a fight? Shadowboxing. Are you ambidextrous? Not particularly. Anything from Kung Fu? I mean, this is the thing that I like about all traditional martial arts. I'd say mostly no. Apart from the dedication to stripped back, I guess it's shadowboxing, stripped back, boring line work, i.e., you learn your front kick and you're in the class and they go 1 and you go ha, 2, ha, 3, ha, right? That stuff, the attention to discipline, the repetitious action, that it's across all combat sports. That is how you should practice. For some reason, in the whole brouhaha, word of the day again, of your traditional martial arts, that's how you do. This is how we do things. Reps of us. As soon as it comes to something more live and combat sport it's all gone. Nobody does an hour of and then the other way. Nobody does it. I'm not a kicker, absolutely not. Are you going to watch the... Yes, I do like Jai Pattaya. I'd love him to move up to heavyweight. I'd also like him to fight Jake Paul. Never get comfortable. Absolutely. What about a back fist or something? Yeah, back fists are brilliant, but you're not allowed to do them in boxing. Great punch. But yeah, you're not allowed. And a spinner. Whoop! All really good. Not allowed to do them. So the thing there, what was I doing? Moving to the left. People are going to say, walking left and jabbing, walking right and jabbing. Yes, that's how you start it. What else is in that, right? Feints, head slots, different hand positions, different jab positions, different jab speeds. Yeah, there's so much more to level up and add onto all your drills, all the stuff in between the punches. Yeah, I mean, he's going to move to heavyweight and he's only young, so you're allowed to throw a back fist in the fight, mate. Not in boxing, you're not. It's kickboxing or Thai. Yeah, kickboxing, because I used to do low kick kickboxing, not Thai, but like K1, and kickboxing, just straight, boring kickboxing. And you could back fist in that. But yeah, you can't back fist in boxing. Gloves are stuffed differently as well. There's not a lot of padding on the back of the hand, but lots of padding in the knuckles for boxing, whereas it's all, you move smoothly, thank you very much, sir. All the glove is equally padded in a Thai boxing glove. I understand you. I've missed something, your punch and for speed, thank you. Benavidez up Thai would be awesome. He wants to do that, doesn't he? He wants to move up, which would be good. K1 UFC Glory MMA. Imagine if Jake went to fight Usyk. Trouble is, I don't know whether Usyk could say yes, but if that happens, if the offer's on the table and it's 50 mil, that's a lot of money to say no to, and that all they want, all the WBC, WBA, all that lot, all they want is your money. That's all they want. They don't really care about boxing per se. They are money-oriented businessmen. So yeah, that's why it's been sanctioned, this AJ Paul one. It was refused in the UK apparently. No governing body would sanction it, or the Boxing Board of Control said no. But in Miami they've been like, yeah, 70 mil each. Yeah, I think he is. Jake isn't there. Yeah, of course. How do you get in? You mean here, the Jab Lab, or your friendly local boxing gym? Because first, it obviously depends on where you're located geographically. But if you are near, you absolutely pop in, try a class for free. Jeb loves it. Thank you very much. Thoughts on Jake? AJ. Didn't see you talk about it if you already did. I don't think I have on this one. Not a fan. It's a fight all about money. Really, it should be an absolute no competition. AJ should go in there and batter him. I think there'll be a feeling out process to a point, because if AJ loses to Jake Paul, Mr. Paul to you, then obviously his career has been dented from this move anyway. But if he loses to Jake Paul, that's the end of his legacy. So I think it will be much cagier for the first 3 or 4 rounds than everyone thinks. And then when he realises he can knock him out, he'll just go in there and spark him. But Jake Paul has a good jab. He has an alright cross and good power in his right hand. None of the IQ or experience that AJ's got, obviously. So he has a puncher's chance. And the other side of Jake Paul doing this fight, we can all complain, and I can complain about it. He's out there doing it. We talk about it. He does it. So, fair play to him. So yeah, for me, I'm not excited. It doesn't affect anything in the rank. Same with the Eubank and Ben fight. First one was a great fight. Second one was interesting, but didn't do anything for boxing. It made money for a lot of people, took money out of our wallets, distributed it to people who are already wealthy, and affected no championships, no rankings, no legacy, no nothing. Whatever, not bothered. Look for a payout before retirement probably, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's fake. So if you want to see a fake fight, our Lord and Saviour, Floyd Mayweather versus Tenshin, check that out. That is a fake fight. It's an open fight, so it was kicking allowed. First thing, Mayweather comes in and he's fucking rigid and stiff, and he's literally, right, Tenshin at the time was a 20 or 21-year-old prodigy, knocking everyone out, hyper violent, hyper fast. Still is now. He's a monster. Every punch Mayweather lands on him, he's flying across the ring. Getting paid mega bucks. Because at 20 years old, I would have absolutely done the same. And it is weird and wonky. The whole thing is suspicious. That's what happens when you fix a boxing match. There's so little choice of weapons, it's really hard to fix. Taking a dive always looks suspicious. Normally they try and do it with the judges. Judges are bribed. Boxing border controls are bribed, and that's how it works. So someone will win a fight but then lose a decision. But that is a wonky fight. Check it out. Mayweather versus Tenshin. Then you learn the history of it. It was supposed to be the best boxer versus the best kickboxer behind closed doors for the rich elites of Dubai. Never televised, never spoken about. That's what Mayweather signed up for. He signed the contract to do it. Then a month or 2 later, they announced it was going to be on TV and pay-per-view. So he obviously paid and fixed the fight. But yeah, for that reason, I don't think Jake Paul's fight's a fix. I think he's just beating up old men. If I fought Mike Tyson, I would beat him. He has no knees. He cannot move. The month or 2 before that, before Jake Paul's fight, he had a blood transfusion. He spent years abusing his body. I don't know what it'd be. If you fought your 60-year-old dad, would you win? Yes. Especially if he trains, of course. Of course you would. Then everyone else, the only boxer in prime he's fought, he lost, Tommy Fury, who's mediocre at best. Ryan Garcia, he's got the speed, he's also... Ryan Garcia's biggest issue is himself. Pride had loads of... apparently, and the UFC currently, they're under investigation of the FBI again for fight fixing. But the difference with MMA is that I can engage with someone, let them take me down and choke me out. Can't do that in boxing. You have to get hit and then make it look like you've been hit hard and fall over, which always looks weird. Always. Tyson looks okay against Roy Jones. Yeah, but again, that was, 5 years before? 4 years before? That's 4 years of old blokes. Jacob to the job. Yeah. I've met, who dropped out? When they put a post on social media about Gervonta dropping out. So I straight away tagged Jai. Optayo, can you smash this guy, please? Imagine. Can't be funny. That guy is a beast. He's huge. Yes! Need to go train. I'm watching you say, go train. Turn me off. I'm full of nonsense. Go train. Training what? Hitting the bag or boxing specifically? Before you go, make sure you subscribe. But go hit the bag. Or turn me off and turn this off and put a thank you for the subscription. Put one of the shadowboxing videos on or something. Do you think Gervonta could actually beat Jet? Yeah. And I don't think Davis is that good, to be honest. Not that he's not that good. Skill-wise, he's got the skills. I think he's scared of a loss big time because of the whole Mayweather-esque approach. So he hasn't fought anybody. Ryan Garcia, that's it. In a weight class full of unbelievably good boxers who are willing to fight everybody. Teofimo, Kambosos, Loma. I mean, they've gone, but Loma's gone. I think Kambosos retired just. Shakur, who fucks him over. Shakur's the best at that weight class. Well, we'll see when he fights Teofimo. But yeah, he hasn't fought anybody. So he's got the skills, but he's not battle tested. Oh, handsome Matt, here he is. But I do think that he beats Jake Paul. As a boxer, in your boxing gyms, you spar, depending on where you're at in your career, you spar people of all shapes and sizes and all experiences. And little dudes will smash big dudes who are less experienced easy, all the time. He's not quite here yet, but he's just driven past. Yeah, I know, absolutely. That fight he lost as well. Because he took a knee. But the ref didn't count it. What's that about? What do you think of that? There's a cheeky speed left hook for you there. Keeping the elbow in. So I do like elbow behind the fist. Handsome Matt, here he is, already saying hi to you. Sometimes keeping the elbow in. Turn over a hook from there. Come and say hi, handsome Matthew. Hi, handsome Matthew.
All right, team. Lots of people watching, I see. Is he educating you?
Trying not to.
Hi, Gomballs.
He can. Tank can beat.
Oh, he did that to me yesterday. I should have been prepared, shouldn't I? Oh.
How come you got a six-pack but it's soft as fuck?
Because I wasn't ready for it in the slightest. Handsome dude. Thank you very much.
There he is, isn't he? Please don't hit me again.
He's a bully, really. He's a bully.
I am.
Malachi on?
No.
No Malachi.
There are a few regulars on at the minute.
Who has better hair? James, obviously.
No six-pack, it's a one-pack. That's me.
Yeah.
Matt has a legitimate six-pack. No doubt we'll get it out in a minute now we mentioned it. It's already pre-oiled.
You're like, is there like a, can you put tokens in James's pocket? Like, can you like subscribe or whatever? If you get
subscribe for the six-pack.
Subscribe for the six-pack. And you'll get it. We'll do it.
I'll tell you what we'll do. When we get 1,000 subscribers, we'll do a video about Matt's six-pack. He'll love that. He hasn't had a carb since 2004.
That's bullshit. I had lots of white rice last night. I'll give him a fiver to get it out. Gomballs.
Are we still talking about 6
What are we talking about now? Yeah. This has got ridiculous. What are you all discussing?
Jake Paul
Ah.
and Javonte Davis.
Okay.
You know, the really cool boxer who beats his missus multiple times. That guy.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy. He's cool. He is.
Oh, right. We're
And
going there,
he
are
does
we?
beat Jake Paul, and he does beat Jake Paul.
Lazy Matt, get your gloves on. Yeah, I should really.
Lazy Matt.
Yeah, to be fair, like we did some jab only sparring and he absolutely peppered me.
Is that a shaved Hugh Jackman? Yes.
Is
He
that
likes a musical. Can you both hit the bag in Speedos? We can. We can. I like to wear my Speedos, but the S fell off. Ah!
You great big PDF file.
That's my father-in-law's joke. Not a PDF file. Speedos.
I like it.
Yeah, we've got a video of me and Matthew sparring. Well, jab sparring, isn't it?
Have we?
Yeah. Didn't you do one of my? You did mine.
Oh yeah, we've got beginner's pad holding.
Yeah.
What else have we got?
Jab only sparring, and how everybody needs to do
We
it.
did a different pad one as well, didn't we? Pad workout.
Yes.
That was tiring.
Yes.
Tiring.
If you want to see a man suffer, any of those videos, it's not me suffering. I'm having a lovely time.
Yeah.
I don't suffer anymore. That's why I don't have a 6-pack. I've got an 8-pack.
Handsome and a 6-pack. Must be fighting him off. Ah, well.
The men do love him.
Yeah. The Mandingos love me, but no. I was about to go to a full-on rant then. No. That's not happening right now.
Handsome and I mean, what would you do?
Morning.
How are we?
Good, you?
Just being abused online.
How are you?
He's being praised about how handsome he is, and I'm being abused.
Oh.
What would you do if Jake Paul walks into the gym and challenged you both to a sparring match? Sparring? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have an 8-pack of beer because I don't drink. It's an 8-pack of cakes. What should I do for weight training for boxing? Don't do it as much, or do it as less frequent than you think. Once or twice a week, and then spend every other training session boxing. Because muscles, if you don't know what to do with them, they're fucking. What's the point? If I've got a 6-pack like Matthew, and I have 0 boxing IQ and can't position myself to actually hit him with anything, 6-pack wasted.
I only train twice a week. Upper, lower. That's it. Box the rest.
Yeah, and you're boxing 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Minimum, really, I think. And he's only been boxing since January, and his boxing's rapidly improved. There are Gomballs on the chat as well, as in here every day. Boxing improving day in, day out. It's just more time boxing. Same as if I want my 5k to get faster, Reese.
Ah, Reese. There was me thinking I was getting legitimate compliments. Fuck you, cunt. I mean, wanker.
If I want my 5k to be faster, I'm not going to deadlift to do it. I'm going to run more.
And other thing I will say, I've still got this wanky finger injury, and it's meant that I've had to do lots and lots of movement and shadow boxing, and I feel that's brought me on loads.
Yeah, it will. Absolutely.
The Handsome Man workout plan is so solid. You should use it, 8-pack guy. I boxed for more than 10 years and no, I'm sitting here in a house with a fucking new prosthetic knee.
Oh,
Ooh.
shit, man.
Ow.
You can still get training though, not much footwork. Just get in front of a bag and whack it with the love if you can rotate and stay injury free, and you'll be back to boxing in no time. Look at Ben Askren right now. Daniel Strauss, never walk again. 1 year later, fighting for a belt. Vinny Paz, broke his neck, never going to walk again. Won the world championship. It can be done. Mind over matter. I don't mind and you don't matter. You can do it. You do anything. Yeah, knees always. Stand and bang, absolutely.
Underground fights.
5 weeks ago, I operated on. Yeah, I don't know what the.
Ooh.
I know it can take months and months and months. What kind of movement have you got? Can you kind of, even if you've got a chair next to you, that's the only punch you need, isn't it? Oh, blimey. Oh, with no purchase on your right leg. or I'm assuming it's a right leg and I don't know why. Would you recommend underground fights? Nope. What, with no paramedic, no safety, you die and they leave you? Yeah, nice. For what, 500 quid? Brilliant.
And on that note, talking about leaving you, keep
Thank you,
listening to
handsome
him.
Matt.
He knows what he's talking about. See you later, team.
I don't. Enjoy your 6-pack. Bye. Left leg. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you might. They're all saying bye, Matthew. Yeah, it's just trying to work around. You can work around quite a few injuries. I mean, obviously, operation serious business. So, then you might be on. I know with big operations sometimes they don't want you to elevate your heart above anything. So see what the doctor says. I mean, again, the doctor's told Vinny Paz he'd never box again and won the championship again. So it's up to you. Yeah, like bare knuckle gypsy fights and bare knuckle in general. Not like legitimate bare knuckle, but your underground kind of illegal gambling-y type stuff. Yeah, common enough. An old client / training partner of mine used to go and do it. But why? Do white collar. Just do white collar. Or even that, bare knuckles. So this skill ceiling is so low at the minute. As long as you can pass your medical, you can go and fight bare knuckle and probably make some money. And if you get fucked up, they have medical staff on hand. Don't forget, every week boxers die. Every week. Every week careers end in the gym with hardly any awareness or education behind concussion injuries or anything in general. White collar shows. I've been to white collar shows that don't even have paramedics on hand, which I refuse to fight. Not me. My guys will not go to them. Official referees, people who actually know what they're doing. Your safety is paramount. Dying in the ring is fucking stupid and mostly preventable. You know, it does happen, tragedies do happen, and it's a massive shame, but mostly preventable. So if you're going to win like 500 quid in a car park to fight some really, really rock hard gypsy and you get blasted and you die, brilliant. Well done. Handsome Matt's favourite combo, I would imagine it's a jab cross or a jab cross hook. Yeah, I'm very, very hot on concussion in this gym. We spar appropriately and lots of technical rounds, lighter than your average spar. We increase the pressure a bit when fights are coming up. But if anybody gets concussed, if it's a proper concussion, they're out. They don't fight anymore. I refuse to let them spar for a good 90 days. Any kind of, I had a kid training for a fight in here, didn't really get hit by anything, and just complained about feeling a bit dizzy and double vision. Sat him down, no more sparring for you. We'll have to monitor it over the next week. No contact, this, that. Try and drink more water, rest, let anyone know, let his parents know. Tell anybody, minor injuries, hospital, A&E, any of these things happen. And gyms don't do it. Gyms don't do it. Don't know why. Especially now, you're at an age where you can get sued for blinking at someone. So, but more than that, I don't want boxing to be the reason someone's life ends prematurely. It's just a sport. It's a great sport. It's a great sport, and it sounds romantic when I'm going to go out on my shield. But you've probably got, and eventually you'll have a family to look after. You'll have a job to go to. It's stupid, man. I do live in the UK, absolutely. Sharing knowledge on concussion recovery for an amateur boxer who recently got concussion. 1, stop sparring and any head contact. That's number 1. And you want at least 2 months of no head contact. Go back to drills, shadow boxing, footwork stuff, hitting the bag. 2, creatine. The studies in creatine for your brain and brain health and post-concussion health at the minute is opening lots of eyes. Creatine, the concussion you lose, it's something like 30%, if not 50% of your creatine, or you produce 30 or 50% less creatine, which is very damaging for the brain. So if you supplement creatine, they reckon 15 grams for the next 15 grams a day for the next kind of week or so after sparring, you're doing great work for your health. 2, if you're in your gym, here's something that people don't think of, right? If your gym is, you spar him, go. You're learning to survive, you're not learning to fight. Sparring isn't fighting, it is practice for fighting. Your gym needs to teach you how to defend yourself. Especially amateur gyms are real bad for this. They won't work with you and stuff like that unless they see promise. And oftentimes it is hands up, use the jab, light on your toes, which is shit. So if they're not creating rounds for you to thrive rather than survive, find a new amateur gym. Okay, sparring shouldn't be you go with him, off you go. Sparring should be you're going to go with him, he's going to jab you, and I want you to catch and move around all the jabs. You can only defend yourself. Go. Stuff like that. Proper rules in place so you can actually learn how to fight and spar. Because if you're given the space to not worry about anything else and just catch, and you spent 3 or 4 weeks of catching all these jabs and defending everything, looking really good, odds are when all the punches are in there, you'll still be nullifying jabs. And if jab is the most important punch, jab defense is the most important skill. Okay? So that is a huge part of no concussion, actually learning how to defend yourself. But creatine, water, carbs, lots of carbs as well. Touch sparring, hands high. See you later, have a wicked day. Do you know I can move and live in the UK being Egyptian? I guess apply for a visa, whether it's a skilled work visa or whether it's a holiday visa for, if it's anything like us going to, myself and my wife, we moved to Australia for a couple of years. It was a working holiday visa, that's the one. So you might be able to do that here, but I don't really know. We learn how to, well, you shouldn't be learning to take shots, you should be learning to defend shots. I can't remember who said it online, but it's a great phrase. Coaches who can't teach you skills will teach you how to be tough. And that's a shit coach. Yeah, the jab only rounds are excellent. They're the best. Why not? I like Mr. Ghost Man. I like all of you. Cool. Good response. But yeah. Any other questions? I do have to go in 1 minute or so. But yeah, concussion's a real big deal, especially with all the recent studies in CTE. Everyone knows about CTE nowadays, and yeah, it's bad, man. It's very bad. Harry Greb, probably the first well documented. They didn't know it was CTE at the time because it was, I can't remember, 30s or 40s or whatever. But they found Harry Greb. He had a really short career, but he had hundreds. Did he have 100 fights in a year or something? He's got the record for the most amount of fights in a year. They found him in an old people's home at something like 45, just gone, dementia up to the eyeballs. Show us your stance. I go slightly over, so my shoulder width. I have I'm looking at you, clock on the floor, lead toes point to 1 o'clock, rear foot points to 3. Sometimes I lift heel up a bit, sometimes I have the heel flat. I am bladed, I am more angled than I am square. Reason being, if I'm standing in front of you and I'm like this, there's all these shots down the middle, even if I'm here, which I think is a bit shit. But if I'm here, you have to get past my front foot, past my hand if I'm having my hand high, or past my shoulder before you can even get to my chin. So I'm a bladed stance person. Yeah, absolutely. Anything with football players now with head in the ball, as in English football players, head in the ball. Essentially, your brain is designed to take 0 impacts in your life. We are not a head impact animal. And here we are. That's the best way of thinking about it. I would wash you. That sounds very sexy. Thank you. You'd beat Canelo. There are holes in Canelo's game. Would I be able to exploit them? Absolutely not. Why the heck did yeah? Oh, keep it friendly, people. Do you know Tito Ortiz? Yeah, he's a front runner for kind of MMA CTE at the minute. And I mean, what? Oh God, was it Spencer Fisher? Spencer Fisher at the minute is late 40s and he can't remember what he's doing throughout the day. And he made no money in his UFC career. Remember, most fighters make no money. You do this sport for the love. It is absolute pure dedication to the craft. And if you're not dedicated and you don't love it and you're not even in your gym every day, you aren't going to do well. Yeah, I'm not a goat. My neck is not designed for impact and my forehead is weak. And I'm always tough to it's like rugby. Yeah, absolutely. Your energy is great, bro. That's weird because I don't feel energetic at all, but thank you. Who should fight Usyk next? Ooh, I mean, part of me wants just a massive shake-up, and let's just get a timer in there. It's probably way too early. But get the young buck in there. I reckon he'd do well. I can't count Usyk out, obviously. I'd also like Opetaya to come up and see what he can do in the weight class as we previously discussed. But out of the guys that are already there, it would be interesting having Wardley fight him. I don't think he touches him, but you know, for the kind of romantic story of just a white collar. How are we?
What about you?
Yeah, not bad. Did you find your selfie stick?
I never got out in the end. I'll get out today. Sometimes I've got a plan of attack. I've got a plan of attack for every day.
Yeah.
But I get up and I have a counselling call from somebody and I've got to go over town and then I get there and I'll just get pulled around.
Yeah.
So my plan of attack and it never fucking stays the same, man, you know. But I will get there today, buddy.
Cool. But yeah, it's most champions have solid chins. Again, most champions, it's not that. Don't worry about your chin. Don't worry about your chin. If your chin is your main asset to your boxing, you're doing it wrong. Worry about everything else that then makes. When you finally take a whack on the chin, you're either riding it well, you've taken the power out, or you very, very, very rarely get hit on the chin. Again, good boxing coaches will teach you skills. Shit boxing coaches will teach you how to be tough. Most world champions have an unbelievable defensive game. That's how they've stayed there. And they get hit so little that their chins stay intact, their brain damage is minimal. Do it for mental health yet. Because eventually this slow, nagging malaise of depression will be beaten out of my head with my CTE and I'll never have to think about it again. So mental health win. Exactly that. If I can't get hit, what do I need to be tough for? And I'm not tough. I'm not a tough boxer. I just position myself well, and I'm happy to be an arsehole. I'm happy to be a bully, which gets me out of a lot of situations of people hitting me hard. But then when I do get cracked, I immediately respond with defence or counter. We need to fill those gaps with the new weight classes, 175, 200. Is that like a bridgerweight and all that? Because I know them. Isn't Okoli the bridgerweight champion at the minute? I don't think it's. Never say never. I think we're so ingrained in what the sport is now that to add new weight classes, especially everyone hates super. Everyone hates super weight classes. So to add new weight classes now is going to be a hard sell, I reckon. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I know they're trying to make bridgerweight a thing, so between cruiser and heavy, which is interesting. But just be a heavyweight, grow up. Now don't forget, I am trying to get 1,000 subscribers. So do subscribe if you want to. Don't worry if not. If you like it and you got boxing friends, you tell 2 friends, then they tell 2 friends, and they tell 2 friends, and so on, and so on. Name that film. Name that film. I'm going to assume that none of you are my age and you're all young, and you will not know. But whoever gets that wins a prize. And so on. My rap unraveled on the way. And they tell 2 friends, and they tell 2 friends. And so on, and so on. You've got, before I spoil it, 3, 2, 1, Wayne's World. Joke bottle. So unfortunately I now have to do the food shop. 175 is, it's hard to be a 2 division champ. It's hard to be an 8 division champ, but Pacquiao did it. It's just one of them, isn't it? Again, it's skills win fights, and if you are more skilled than someone who's a little bit bigger than you, so let's say you walk around at 175, so you don't cut to make that weight, that's just your walk around weight, and someone comes in who cuts that weight and they're not as skilled as you should beat them. should beat him. Size doesn't always win fights. Most of the time it doesn't. Skills win fights. It's a boxing contest, not a size contest. Morning, how are we? Oh. And on that note, I'm going to go buy steaks to size. Who's beeping? People beeping all the time. That's a great view, isn't it? Have a lovely day, everybody. Again, subscribe, check out the videos. Don't work too hard. Do work hard on your boxing. I will see you when I see you. Ta-ra for now. Like, comment, and subscribe. See ya.